Anyway, so the project this week, the Foogle, the fake Google project, comes down to where we actually make our fake Google search engine. It says, using Python's tkinter module, create a window that allows us to really do two things. You're able to type a word into an entry widget, and we'll talk about that, and then also click a button that does something. It needs to call a function, so you need to create a function, and then it needs to perform a Google search. So I drew this. Let me see if I can find it. Paint, open. See if I can find it. I thought I did a pretty good job of drawing it. I think I did this for your class earlier, but it says, this is like a window right here, a window that you would see, a tkinter window. And then this is an entry right here. Let me get my pencil, stylus out. Right, so this right here is an entry, and you can type something in there. I'll use pink just to show I'm not biased towards pink. There's my button, right? And you can fill it in with whatever you want. Now, when you click the button, you want to do something. So you have to write a command, and you have to call a function. And let's just say you call it the search function, then you have to actually search Google for whatever was typed into this box using the get method that we've used before using tkinter. So I'll go ahead and go back. All right, so if I were to create this, like I said, I made this already. I pre-made this, so that way you guys, if you guys have any questions, I can answer that right away. Here we go. So squeeze it into only a few lines of code. The first thing I did was, before I even, let's say I didn't even write the function yet, I imported web browser because I'm going to need to browse the web. And then I used tkinter, which is what I use to create my windows and my widgets and all that. So I created a new window. Whenever you see root, just think of new window. This is going to be my main window that I do things in using the TK class. And then from there, I created an entry, and it's blank. And then I create a button, but let's say if you just run it right now, no button will pop up. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in the text for the button will be, I'll just say search. All right, so if I were to run this right now, it says search is not defined, right? So I haven't actually written that function yet. So if I just get it right here, as you see, if I click search, nothing happens. Right, so I want to change that. So what you would do is you would write command, and then you would name the function that you're going to end up calling. Now I haven't written the search function yet. It was originally in there, but this is where it was. I wrote a function called search. I then went into my entry and I got whatever was in it. So if I run this and I type in, I used soccer as an example before, but if I type in lacrosse, and if I click search, it's going to pull whatever I type in there. And what it's going to do is it's going to get it and call that X. So whatever I typed in, it's just going to call that X. And then I'm going to use my web browser.open that we've already talked about. The web browser module allows us to open up windows. So using the .open method, I'm using an F string. See my F string, the F in front. And I say www.google.com/search $Q equals this part right here. Whenever you're searching something in Google, you need that. We talked about in class last time. And then my F string right here is inside these curly brackets. Make sure they're curly brackets and not parentheses. A lot of you guys have been doing that. And then close quotes and end it. All right. So you can also use concatenation using a plus symbol. I use an F string. And if I'm typing in one word, right, I type in lacrosse and I click search, it opens up a new tab and it searched it. www.google.com/search !Q equals lacrosse. Now, if you want to add on to that, because watch this, let me say, I actually didn't try it like this. Let me see if it actually works. If I say, let me run it again. What if I said Archbishop Spalding, like the space in between? I don't know if that's going to work. Let me try. Yeah, it still worked. But notice it automatically put this %20 in between. So you can now search anything you want on Google with this little window that you have now. You can add multiple things. Maybe you even add buttons on there that automatically go to your favorite websites. Maybe you add a label above it that says, type your search item here. Maybe you change the window title. Maybe you change the window size. That's entirely up to you. But that's at least the beginning of it. And that would satisfy the requirements of what I'm asking you to do. You still have some other questions to answer in here in the project. But if you're looking at just step 11 right here, I just accomplished that by writing, there we go, this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lines of code.